Hello. You know, it takes me a little bit to get into Facebook. So, I know. Just like trying to make sure I can see the comments in Facebook. Good times. Yeah. Okay. Tonight, I'm just telling you, it's going to be sort of a mixed bag. Let me tell you, it's been a crazy week since the last time I saw you here. Oh, yeah, strep throat, ear infections, antibiotics. Does that sound exciting to anyone? No? Well, it wasn't. Then we have the super fun school parties. So that's what I did today. It was school party central today. And it was just a lot. I tell you, when I left one of those classrooms, I was like, I'm so glad I am leaving all of these children here that are hopped up on sugar, and I'm just gonna slide out the door. Yeah. I did forget to post my videos until today. Yeah. So they're all posted now. All of the numerology, the mid-month numerology is posted now. I also got in my, I don't know if you can see this, my new desk pad. Here, I was putting on makeup. I got my new desk pad in, so it's not been picked by the cats. And it doesn't have nail glue on it. Very impressive. I feel like that's impressive. You know, everybody may have their own opinions. I get that. Because it's not it's not terribly impressive to have a a clean desk pad, but it is frustrating. I mean, this one's not bad. It's not really the color that I like. But I think as long as the cards show up on it, it looks pretty good. Like, I feel like the cards show up on it pretty good. So, that's fine, right? I mean, but I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what is happening? How did I mess this up?" And I've done that before when I've thought that there was like a is my chat not signed in? When I thought that the I'd messed up the days, I'd messed up the dates, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've really messed up." Yeah. So, it's good times. Okay. So, I'm telling you, it's been a week. It's been kind of crazy. But I'm well. The children are well. Always a positive thing. We've had school parties. They do get out of school this week. So, you know, it's just, we're just heading into the nonsense of activity begins now, you know. Hey, Kelsey, you know what, Kelsey? I'm going to tell you, nobody has been getting notifications, and I don't get it. I even tried to notify, I tried to sign up, you know, and get myself notified. I'm not getting notified. I mean, it's my channel. I don't get notified. I don't know what's going on. It's so crazy. I don't know if this is a YouTube thing. I don't know. It's really, I can tell you it's really frustrating. Thank you. I'm glad everybody's healthy too, to be honest with you. But so we're doing good. We're going into the new year healthy. And you know, when you have kids in school, they bring home every little like sneeze and cough. They are so loving that they share that with everybody. And I'm like, thank you so much. Because I need my voice. I talk for a living. So for 2 days, I'm just drinking tea, you know. It's good tea, though. I will tell you that. It was good tea. It was Japanese uh, cherry blossom tea. It was quite delightful. I highly recommend it. Japanese cherry blossom tree. Tea. Japanese cherry blossom tea. I highly recommend. Hello! AW4397. Hello. Okay, so I have a few things that I want to talk to you guys about. First of all, I was looking at the calendar, and the next 2 Tuesdays are literally the day before Christmas Eve, and then the day before. What is going on with my hair? The day before Christmas Eve and the day before New Year's Eve. So I'm thinking of just not having a live show during that time, and just because I feel like it may be like a busy time for everybody. I mean, we can come on here and do some stuff just for like the usual suspects, you know, the usual followers. I will tell you, I've been doing some research, and I've been wanting to do these videos for a long time, like looking at historically where some of these larger planets that don't move that often, where they were historically speaking, and just sort of giving a rundown of that, like doing a quick little video about that. And I was gonna put that on my channel, you know, just to have that, just so people can go and look at it, you know, at their leisure. So because I was looking at like Uranus, and because Uranus is moving into Gemini for the next 7 years. We had a little preview of that earlier this year, but Uranus is moving into Gemini for 7 years in 2026. And the last time Uranus was in Gemini was during World War II, sorry, 1941. That was super fun. Yeah. At the same time, the last time Neptune was in Aries was during the Civil War. So I don't necessarily think that this is a bad omen or anything. I don't necessarily think that this is just like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Hey, Carol. You know, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. This is just the worst ever. I don't necessarily think that, because I think history will repeat itself if we don't learn our lessons. I'm not 100% that we did learn our lessons during those times. However, I do feel like we've evolved. I feel like there's been some changes, you know? So I'm not necessarily thinking, or I'm not thinking that we're going to return to that. It's just like every time Gemini goes into, Gemini, every time Mars goes into Gemini, you see something getting revealed. That happens every few years, because like Mars transits in and out of signs every couple of months, right? The last time Mars was in Gemini, he was there for 8 months because he went retrograde while he was in Gemini. This was in 2022. He retrograded and he stayed in Gemini for 8 months. That was such a monumental time of like just discovery and really a lot of things being uncovered. But it wasn't the same as it was in like the housing market crash. Mars was in Gemini then. Yeah. When all those people found out that their interest-only loans like blew, you know, all of those things that were happening, I do feel like it's a little different every time. So we can't say for sure like this is what's going to happen, because Neptune is in Aries and Uranus is in Gemini. It's just like Pluto in Pluto transiting Capricorn and then into Aquarius was during the time of the American Revolution, the French Revolution, you know, all of those things. But it wasn't necessarily what happened when Pluto was in Capricorn and now in Aquarius, that's not necessarily what's happening, right? We're not looking at revolutions on that scale. We're looking at kind of a different kind of revolution. So I'm hoping it's like a revolution for equality. I mean, we shall see. Yeah, it ain't over yet. So, I do want to put that out there, but for me, having Gemini, having Mars in Gemini is, oh my gosh, that's excuse my language, that's a bitch. I mean, that really is. Holy crap. That was such a hard time for me. I mean, that seriously was. And then we had all that weird stuff going on, just like with random people like on the internet. I don't know if you guys know the Try Guys. Have you guys ever heard of the Try Guys? Like, I used to watch them on YouTube all the time because, you know, they would try things out. They would do all this neat stuff, whatever. And then that one guy got caught having an affair and he was the wife guy. It was really crazy. So he was one that kind of got, you know, kicked in the special place. When that Mars, when Mars was transiting Gemini in 2022, there was a lot of stuff going on. It was a crazy time. It really was. I think that was when, like, one of those beauty gurus on TikTok, Michaela Noguera, I think that's when she had the, like the lash gate. I think that's what they called it. Yeah. So, with L'Oreal, it's a lot of stuff came out then, but look how different it was. It wasn't the housing market. It was something else. It was a lot of all these famous YouTubers or influencers or whatever. You know, it was that because that became so important during the pandemic. Kind of interesting. All right, so back to looking at 2022. 2020, what is wrong with me? I just said that. I was talking about 2022. I went into a weird place. I told you it was school, like, holiday parties today. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But I want to review a little bit of 2025. 2025. Yeah, that year. This has been a 9-year in numerology. This has been a year of the snake, which I thought, again, at the beginning of the year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fantastic because we're in this like releasing year with the year of the 9. We're in, there you are, killer. When you guys watch my videos, I tried to edit out the part where my little companion here took the tail off a lizard. I don't even know how the lizard got into my office, but there you have it. And yeah, he took the tail off of it while I was doing like a video. I had to relocate the lizard. He lived. It's fine. So anyway, in this 9-year, the 9-year was all about transition, completion, releasing. It was just a year of rebirth and definitely bringing about a phase change to fulfill our life's purpose. The thing is, we're also in a 9-year cycle ending, like right here, this month, in the next couple of weeks. We're ending a 9-year cycle. We're, you know, ending this 9-year, which is what happens every 9 years. I know, I can add, I really can. But the year of the snake does not always coincide with a 9-year. And the snake shedding its skin, I've been doing stuff for my video for the year of the horse. But it does not coincide like very often with the year of the snake. And I do kind of like the year of the snake, but think about it. The snake sheds its skin so that it can continue to grow, so that it can grow. And that's actually what we've all been doing or should have been doing this year, is being in a place of growth. And I know a lot of us don't particularly appreciate that. I get it. I mean, seriously, that's like half my family. Don't really appreciate the growing pains. I get that. However, I do feel like it's necessary. I definitely feel like it's necessary. And I feel like with all these like larger planets moving in 2026, Pluto moved last year, but Pluto's going to be in Aquarius until 2044. Uranus is going to be in Gemini starting in 2026 when he goes direct. Uranus is going to be in Gemini for the next 7, and Neptune is going to be in Aries for the next 14 years. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of new things happening next year in this one year, in this one vibration. And I am very excited about it. And I know I've been talking about this a lot lately, but I think that it's full of potential, which is actually what the one vibration is looking at things and seeing the potential, seeing what it can be. Now, I've said many times, don't date potential and don't marry potential. It's not a good look. But when we're looking at like a year or like what we could do with a home or a job or whatever, I think it's a great idea to look at potential. I really do. I think it's a great idea to just be like, oh my gosh, I can definitely do this. I can definitely do this. I want to see. This is really, I'm sorry, I'm reading about the snake. I need to stop. Okay, what I do want to talk about is ending this 9-year strong and really just looking in the next couple of weeks and just saying, is there clutter that I need to remove? Physical, spiritual, emotional, what have you. And this has been a year of me letting go of some of those things, of me releasing and letting go of really, I almost want to say, not exactly my vanity, because I'm a Virgo, I'm always going to be vain. And I do like my lipstick and my eyelashes, although I'm not really wearing makeup right now, but whatever. So I feel like I have let go of other people's perceptions or the importance of other people's perceptions of me. I still apparently care what my cat thinks because I'm letting him walk all over me, literally. But I've been letting go of people's perceptions of me, people that really shouldn't be living rent-free in my head. People that, in the grand scheme of things, don't matter in my day-to-day, don't matter in my life in general. And I have to let go of their opinions of me. And I've been doing that this year. It's not been easy. It's not easy because I do generally want to be liked. But when you're on YouTube, even a small channel like this, and I will tell you, I got the crap scared out of me earlier this year because earlier this year I had like close to 1,500 subscribers. And then I guess YouTube every few months goes and cleans out the bots on everybody's channels. It's not just like mine or whatever, because these, bots will come in and they'll like just sign up like 200 or 300 people on all these channels. Yeah, I don't really know what they're trying to accomplish, but whatever. So all these channels were just like up in arms, like, oh my gosh, I lost all these subscribers. You really didn't, because they weren't real. They were just bots. So it just freaked me out because I lost all these subscribers. So I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to get demonetized? What is happening? Yeah. So that freaked me out earlier this year. And then it made me think, oh my gosh, these people don't like me. Because even as small as my channel is, I still get nasty comments on my channel all the time. What I do now is I just screenshot them and I save them to a folder on my computer. And every now and then I'll just kind of read them and just be like, oh my gosh, you're out of your mind. But because it is kind of funny, like some of the just bullshit people say, but just interesting. You do have to have a little bit of a thick skin if you are, even on a small channel like mine, you do have to have a little bit of a thick skin and just be like, okay, well, their opinion doesn't truly matter. I'm not chasing a subscriber. I'm not chasing people that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And I also had a new rule this year. I waited because everybody has people like this in their family. I had a new rule that if members of my family did not text me happy birthday or happy Thanksgiving or something like that, I did not initiate it. I didn't initiate it this year. I was just like, I just let it go. I was like, okay, well, I hope everything's great. I mean, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's me letting go of just unnecessary detritus, because there's still a lot of my family that I connect with all the time. I mean, me and one of my cousins are constantly texting each other. I'm sure her husband is just like, okay, is that her again? Yeah. But the thing is, I just started releasing this because I was like, what does it matter? What does it matter? Like, my grandparents aren't here anymore, so what does it matter that we're not all spending time together? What does it matter that we're not communicating with each other over the holidays? It doesn't matter. Let it go. If they don't want to be a part of my life, I can't force them to do it. And everybody deserves to have their own opinions, so I'm just like, okay, let me know. I don't want to read about, like, I don't want to read in your obituary in the newspaper. Just somebody keep me up to date, So there's that. Yeah. I also have been better this year about overcommitting myself. I'm still not the best, but I have gotten better about overcommitting myself. And as soon as I stopped doing that, I really noticed how just time consuming, like, things that I want to do or things that I need to do are. But I was putting so much of those things on the back burner because I was just overcommitting myself. So that was something I definitely worked on this year. The other thing I worked on this year, well, not me specifically, but I worked with a couple of people that didn't realize they were empaths. I worked with them, and one lady did not realize, I don't even know how to say this. She felt like it was rude or distasteful for her to get angry, for her to stand up for herself. And I was like, girl, oh my gosh, I'm not that kind of spiritual, okay? If I'm pissed, I'm gonna say it. I mean, if I'm angry about something, I'm gonna say it. There's Capricorn ascendant here. You can't hide that light under a bushel. And I was like, no, we need to work on this together. You need to let that cat out of the bag. And honestly, I think the first person that she got mad at was me. And I was just like, okay. And I let her go. I mean, I was like, that's not the way I feel at all, but if that's the way you feel, I honor it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to handle it because I don't know how to alter how you feel. If that's how you feel right now, then that's how you feel. And I was like, if you're angry at me, then be angry at me. We can work through it, but I think that it would be best for you to like exercise this, and then we can, you know, have a conversation. So yeah, she chewed me up for a little while, and then we had a conversation, and then she called me 3 days later crying, just so upset. She was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that. I was like, why? Did you mean it? Were you really mad at me? I mean, like, and she was like, well, yeah, I was. And she said, but now I understand what you were trying to say to me. And I realized it was a misunderstanding, but that's what happens. It swings, like when you're an empath and you're unhealed, it swings really far in the other direction. When you are trying to heal, it takes you time to get into a balanced situation, and which is terrible, but it's kind of normal. So now she kind of calls me when she has rants that she needs to go on, because she's like, you're not that kind of spiritual, right? Like, you'll listen to my rant. I'm like, girl, I will rant with you, because like, it's holiday season. Everybody's out shopping like crazy people. And I'm sorry, here's a rant. If you don't know how to back your vehicle into a parking place, then you should not hold up traffic to back up said vehicle into a parking place 3 or 4 times. Okay? And if you see that there's a line of cars behind you, and you know that the car directly behind you doesn't understand that you're backing into a parking place, maybe you should just make the block. Maybe you should just like, or try to just pull in, you know? Stuff is getting messed up. It is. And we're just coming out of the shadow of Mercury retrograde. In fact, that was yesterday. Okay? Another thing for me, and I was talking to her about this on the phone because I was in the Walmart parking lot when she called me last, and I was like, I'm sick of people walking down the middle of the lane that you're trying to drive in. They're not walking towards the side. They're walking right down the middle. And you're like, I just want to leave. I just want to get out, and I can't get around you because there's no room on either side of you, and you're just walking and taking your sweet time to get to the door, and I'm like seething behind them. And then I'm like, they don't care. They don't care. They're probably delighted at the fact that they're pissing somebody else off because their life sucks. So I sent them some blessings after I flipped them off, and then I moved on with my day. Yes. I had to wait the other day for several minutes while some extended length pickup was trying to get out of a tiny parking spot. Had 2 cars trying to back up into it. I know. All these cars have backup cameras now, and they don't even care. They back up out of those parking places. They don't look at all. And I'm like, dude, I'm halfway out of the spot. And then they back up and they just look at me and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I was here first. You almost hit me. You gotta love that. You really do. Had a lady who almost hit me with her car because she wasn't paying attention while she was backing out of a parking spot. She didn't even realize I was there until she was even with me, and then tried to blame me for walking behind her while she was backing up. Yes! Yes! Okay, so see, people are a little crazy right now. A little crazy. So, you know, that's a whole nother animal. But yeah, I'm not that kind of spiritual. I mean, I'm not going to put spells on you, but you know. But it's getting ridiculous out there. It is. So, in this year of releasing, And we still have a little more time with the year of the snake because it's early February, I believe. I've got the books right here. Early February is when we move into the year of the horse. I even marked the page. I just can't actually get to the tab. I'm 53. I need the glasses, okay? February 17th is actually when the year of the fire horse starts. Wow. That is a fun one. Hey, Mel Bailey. How are you? But yeah, this is the year of the year of the fire horse starts February 17th. I am also excited about the first full moon in 2026 is a Cancer full moon. Now, here's some fun things, okay? The first full moon is a Cancer full moon, okay? The last full moon of 2026 is, yeah, hang on, I can't get to the page. The last full moon on Wednesday, December 23rd of 2026, not this year, 2026 is a full moon in Cancer. So we are beginning 2026 with a full moon in Cancer, and we are ending 2026 with a full moon in Cancer. I just feel like there's some symmetry to that. I really like it. Because January 3rd, we have the full moon in Cancer, and then again, ending the year with a full moon in Cancer next year. And the moon rules Cancer. So it's a really, I'm just like, it's a really fantastic thing. I love it. Speaking of full moons, we have a full moon, we have a new moon in Sagittarius this Friday. Yeah. So still a lot of activity going on in Sag right now. Everything is gradually moving over to Capricorn because Mars is moving into Capricorn, and then Venus will move into Capricorn. And so it's, yeah, we're knocking on Capricorn season. We really are. So all of that is moving forward. Doing well. Glad to catch you. I didn't get any notifications either. I know. I'm so sorry. I do not know what's happening. I truly do not. It's not even notifying me. So it's my channel. It's kind of crazy. I see people in Facebook, but no, I don't see any comments. But for the people that are in Facebook, hello. I can't see you, I can only see the comments for Facebook on my phone. So I have to pull up the comments section, like from the, what, I forget, it's like the live dashboard or something. I don't really know. Wish I knew why my cat has been going crazy. Oh my gosh, my cats have been going nuts. They really have. If you guys watch your numerology videos, there were several videos that I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to think that I'm abusing these cats. I'm not abusing these cats. They were all over my stuff. I had to completely re-record, I think it was the one video, Life Path 1. I had to completely re-record it, not once, but twice, because the cats were in it, just in it so much. And I was like, what is happening? So I just re-recorded it like after I had done all the other videos, and I was like, I can't even save this. And it actually was kind of funny because it was mostly the same cards. So you know that's real. But I was just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. But Mouse, I'm sitting here like doing my thing, and I kept catching something out of the corner of my eye, and I look over, and Mouse has a lizard in his mouth. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to edit this out. I think it was 6 or 7. It was kind of crazy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the cats are going crazy. Fred ended up behind the fridge. Son and I had to pull out the fridge to get him out. Girl, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, they are. They're going crazy. There's definitely something going on. And Mouse is so funny because he's semi-feral. So he likes to go outside, and he goes outside, and then he's just like, oh, no, 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 I changed my mind. And I'm like, you don't have to. You're not required to go outside, Mouse. I mean, I feel like we have a cozy situation here. I mean, he and Mercury just fight over the heater. Oh my gosh, what are you going to do? Okay, so some of the other things that I did want to talk about that we sort of covered a lot this year. Yeah. We did talk about, I was going through a lot of my notes. I think we talked about feng shui. This was my mapping the Bagua grid. Love that. Which we can go over another time if you guys would like. I love the feng shui. And the somebody even watched an old video when I was talking about that, and it was modern. Oh. Okay, I thought I had his book out, but his name is oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Why do I not have it? Tan is his last name. I know that. And I think his YouTube channel or something is it's called something modern. I mean, I get his stuff all the time. I love him. He is absolutely fantastic. And I have so many feng shui books, but I love his absolutely the most. He is hilarious on his YouTube channel. I'll see if I can find him real fast. But he is hilarious. Tan? What is his name? Okay, I hope this doesn't play. Oh, subscriptions. How about that? Do you think it might be under subscriptions? But anyway, I really, really do like his stuff with feng shui. So we talked about that this year. We talked about crystal grids. Do like some crystal grids. Dear Modern. It's Dear Modern. And his name is Cliff Tan. Tan. Cliff Tan Dear Modern. That's his YouTube channel. Great ideas. And you can buy, I think you can buy his book Dear Modern on Amazon, but I think he also has a website or something. So, check it out. You will not regret it. We talked about crystal grids. We did a lot of that this year. Removing blocks. Ooh, consider the source. That is one of my that's one of my things here. Like people hitting you where they think it hurts. They want to have influence over others, purposely disrupting like relationships or growth in some way. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, the consider the source was a huge one. I have pages on that. Let's see. Oh yeah, because Angela said send them love and light and let them go. They will reap what they've sown. That is definitely true. Yeah. let's see. What else did we talk about? Well, we talked about a lot of crystals. Sodalite, 2 full moons in Capricorn, which was interesting. Oh, we talked about blue moons and black moons. We talked about somatic workouts. We talked about the clairs, you know, clairvoyant, clairaudient, the clairs, yeah. Toxic independence, toxic positivity, which I think are both can be in a bad place. Because I think all this toxic positivity, I feel like this is how people get you into cults. Just my opinion, okay? But I think that, like, how people are able to, like, join cults or why they join cults is because of the toxic positivity. Because they're like, no, it's great, it's great. I mean, although I tell all my clients they're awesome because they are. I mean, you guys are awesome. Let's see. Oh, over and under consumption. Taking things too far. Gaslighting, boundaries, self-love. Well, we did talk about that. Solar and lunar eclipses, spirit totem and power animals, removing blocks in a bigger way. Wow, we really spent some time on that. Clearing our chakras. Spent some time on that. Okay, yep, there's more toxic positivity. Oh, we really talked about this a lot. Oh, and then there's the drawing that I did on November 25th. And metaphysical and spiritual businesses. We kind of ran the gamut this year. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Little bit, yeah. I love this. I think we did talk about forgiveness again. We referred back to that. I have that on a list from a previous time. Okay, so how are you guys doing with your how are you guys doing with this releasing? How are you guys doing with this 9-year, like, really with the end of this 9-year cycle? Because think about it, like 2016 was our last, like, end of a 9-year cycle. And you know, so obviously 2017 was the latest 1 year that we had. So look at what has taken place in your lives in these different 9-year intervals. And for me, it's very interesting when I start looking at it in that way. I can really map out and see, like, the changes. I can see, like, I can see the progression. I can see, you know, I'm just like, wow, okay. It is. There's some interesting stuff in there. There's some interesting stuff out there. And I feel like, when I look back, and I do like to look historically speaking, as I said about astrology, I like to look and see, like, where I was, what was going on, how I was moving through this. And it's challenging sometimes to look at that and really hold myself accountable and be like, girl, you should have done better. You should have done, you could have done way better. But at the same time, it's kind of nice. It's like the 6 of Cups energy, where I can look back and I can go, wow, I really have moved ahead. I really have like done some growing. I really have done like, you know, I've done pretty good in some of the businesses, you know, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it is a time of just reflection and looking at this and going, okay, how have I improved? Oh, Mel, I'm so sorry. What happened? Okay, you know what? We're gonna do this right now. Um, where is I think I sent this to myself. Let's just double check and see if I did. Because okay, Facebook people, I'm sorry I have to shut you out for a minute because I want to see. I know I sent this to myself. I just don't know what account I sent it to. Um, okay, hang on. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Okay. I think I have located it. Okay. There is a woman who said, "Yep. Okay. I do not know how to repost on Instagram. There is a woman on Instagram. Her name is Ashley Waverly. Ashley, ASHLEY dot Waverly. WAVERLEY. Now, she did a post not too long ago that said this is what she does at the end of the year at winter solstice. Winter solstice is the 21st. Okay? So winter solstice is the 21st. I'm pointing to the calendar that y'all can't see. What is happening? What is happening? A lot of politics, and a part of me is excited about something different. A job that will allow me to spend more time with my family. Okay. Okay. We're moving in the right direction. So let's take a look at this. All right, shall we? So we're looking at Ashley Waverly. She put a thing online saying that she writes down 12 wishes. 12? Okay, now I got to rewind it. Hang on. Hang on. I know, I'm on it. Okay, here we go. All right. So, she says she puts 12 wishes. The solstice is coming up Sunday, December 21st. On that day, I do my favorite ritual of the year, 12 wishes. So you take 12 pieces of paper and write 12 wishes for the upcoming year, big or small. It's up to you. Fold them up so you can't see them. Place them in a jar. Hang on, she's moving too fast. Okay, 12 wishes on 12 pieces of paper, big or small wishes. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Fold them up, place them in a jar so that you can't see them. Fold them up, okay? Beginning on the solstice, you burn, without looking at it, you burn one each night. Each night. You burn one of those wishes. Okay? No peeking, she says, no peeking. And then on January 1st, you have one left. So you open that up, and that is the wish that you are responsible for the whole year. The other 11 wishes are your ancestors and spirits and deities that you have in your life will take care of those. It is, she says it's simple, it's powerful, it's fun, and she loves to do this. you guys go follow her. She seems really interesting. I haven't seen any of her other content. She seems really interesting though. So if you don't like her content, I'm really sorry. But I did like this post that she put out there. Again, Ashley.Waverly. ASHLEY.Waverly, WAVERLEY. And this is her 12 wishes, what she does at solstice. I knew there was a reason why I had this. So you write down your wishes, big or small, all 12 of them. All right. And then every single night, starting at the solstice, you burn one. Don't peek. Don't look. Just burn it. Okay. And then on January 1st, you open up the last one, and that is your wish to take care of. That is your wish to work on and to do. That one's your responsibility. The other wishes are your ancestors, your guides, spirits, deities, whatever it is that you believe in, that's there. That they're going to take care of that. So I really like this. I really, really like this. This is so neat. And what a happy little thing. I mean, what a happy thing. I think that's so happy. And what a way to end this this last 9 years, right? I love it. Listen, if you guys want me to send her to you personally, I don't know if y'all are following me on Instagram, and look, I'm not fishing. But if you do follow Metaphysical Round Table on Instagram, I can send it to you. You'll have to send me like a DM, and the thing is, you're going to get an automatic message back saying that I'm not going to return the message, but I'll look at it. It may take me a few days, but I will look at it, okay? I think it's really cool, and I think that it's really powerful. Now, the other thing is, oh my gosh, I took my calendar upstairs. Okay, Mel, do you have time on Thursday? What time zone are you in, Mel? I know I shipped stuff to you, but I can't remember where you live. And don't tell me where you live. Just tell me what time zone you're in. Because I think I told you I think you were the first winner of the giveaways, weren't you? I'm meeting Carol tomorrow she was the second winner. Love that. But if you have time Thursday morning, I have a slot open. Okay, so that's mountain time, right? So you're 2 hours behind me? Because it's 7:54 where you are right now, right? So do you have time Thursday morning? Because I have a window of opportunity, and I'll look at your chart and do your reading for you on Thursday morning if you have time. And if you don't, I can do something Thursday evening. Because those are the kind of time slots I have. Central. Okay, so you're 1 hour behind me. Okay, 1 hour behind me. All right, so what do you think? Is Thursday, is this a good day for you? And I still have your email. I'll email you, you can email me specific times or whatever. And I can take a look and do your comprehensive reading. Because that's why I tease Kelsey so much, because she's the most Pisces that ever was. And let me tell you, that little Pisces is finally going to get a break, Kelsey, because Saturn and Neptune are moving out of Pisces and moving into Aries. Yep, you're going to get a break. And North Node is moving out of Pisces too in July, I think. Okay, evenings work best. Okay, I can make something happen on Thursday evening. I think my last appointment on Thursday is at 4 p.m. my time. So that's 3 p.m. your time. We should be done. She booked for an hour, so we should be done at like 5:30. I like to give a little bit of space there. So we should be done about 5:30. And that's 4:30 your time. So why don't we look at doing something about 6 my time and 5 your time ish, or I can do a little bit later. So we can, as long as I'm like, back helping my kids, like, prepare for the day. Yeah. For the next day, I mean. Because Friday, they have pajama day this week. So, yeah. We got that to do. I can definitely do that. That would be great. Okay. We'll email and firm up, okay? And that way we can exchange, like, if you want to do a Zoom or whatever, and because I don't want you to have to put all of that information out on YouTube right now. Why does this keep spilling? Okay, so how are we feeling here at the end of this 9-year? Yeah? We're ending a 9-year cycle. We're moving into something wonderful. The opportunities are there. The potential is there. Is it 100%? Is it 100% going to be rainbows shooting out of our butt? No, not necessarily. But it has the potential to be great. We just have to polish it up. We have to make this work for us. So I am looking forward to 2026, dropping all of my books, whatever. But I encourage you guys to take a look at this lady's stuff. I'm not seeing anything like bad. But I also haven't seen all of her things. But I do like that post. I really do. And I think I'm going to do it. So if you guys want to join me in it, I am down for it. And that's something that I would be willing to revisit, talk about, and like just make sure everybody's joining in on that. I think that would be fantastic. So make sure you write out your 12 wishes. Do it now. Do it before this weekend because Sunday is the solstice. We do like that. Very excited about the solstice. All right. So I'm not going to guarantee that I will be able to meet on the 23rd. But I will say I won't do a live on the 30th. Okay? I will do my very best to do something on the 23rd. Maybe we'll just meet and catch up with like what's going on with our solstice wishes jar thing. We'll just see. We'll see if that works out. Okay? But I think this would be a fun thing to do. So let's do that. Let's do it together. Yeah. All right. Mel, I'm putting you on the calendar. Kelsey, I hope your cat's like calmed down. Because I know it's a little crazy. I know it is. I mean, these guys are crazy. I mean, they really are. And I just could not figure out what got into them. That they just tore up picking my brand new desk like mat or whatever this is. And I'm still just really not sure about this color, but I don't know. What do y'all think? It looks orange in the camera. it's not like, it's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a kind of leathery looking thing, but I had to do something because these people, cats, they, I mean, they got their claws all in this. And when they did, it's hard to spread the cards out smoothly because you can't spread the cards. It catches on the picks that they put in it. Why would they do that to me? Why would they do that? They're a lot of fun. I can tell you that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank y'all so much for just like hanging in there with me. It's been a crazy kind of day. Maybe something that looks like marble. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I was just wanting something that, like, you know, my cards would look okay against, and so that when I do the cards that people can see them really clearly. I just wanted something that just, you know, was a nice, just smooth background. And yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm just not sure about this orange. Well, it doesn't look orange in person. It looks orange on the camera. Yeah. So anyway, well, you guys have a great night. Carol, I will see you tomorrow. And Mel, I will talk to you on Thursday. Kelsey, take care of your cats. The couple of people that were on Facebook, good evening. And thank you guys for being patient with me. I can't believe I forgot to post my videos. I don't know what I was thinking. But I have a deep dive video coming out for the number 1. I have a video coming out in January for the year of the horse. And I've been doing some reviews of cards, but it's kind of weird reviews. I mean, like, I put together all of the crystal cards that I have, which is several decks, not a ton. And I also put together a bunch of the animal decks that I have. And I was like, let's just review all of these. I don't know. Kind of crazy, but well, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you'll have a great weekend. I hope you have a fantastic solstice. And make sure you do that exercise if you want to. I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to be in. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye, y'all.